Hey guys, this is Tommy Shadow here with a small update on the 3D Groove GX games. There was an error with 3D Groove GX games if you tried to play them on Windows 8 or above, where you get a lovely little error message saying illegal 16-bit color mask. Even if were playing the game, you just upgraded from Windows 7 and it had previously been working fine. As soon as you went to Windows 10, for example, you'd get an error, this same error or a related one. And I'm glad to say that I have solved a crop of errors in the past few weeks with 3D Groove GX, and it all came back to kind of one bug. So I'm just going to demonstrate what I did. First off, here's the error that I normally get when playing eZone's game Penguin Racers, which is a 3D Groove GX game. And my screen resolution will change, which my video recorder won't like. And if you squint, you can see the error, GM illegal 16-bit color mask. And we're kicked back to the Windows screen, and we're kicked back to Windows Explorer. And our display settings, we have to change them because it is on a 640 by 480 resolution now on a HD screen. So, yeah, this issue annoyed a lot of Windows users that were using Windows 8 and wanted to play these classic 3D Groove GX games. I'm glad to say that now I've fixed it. And if you look, this will run and it'll work correctly. This is the game. I have it muted, but this is the game. So, yeah, and as you can see, it still changed my resolution because that is the intended behavior, but it does not error out when I start it. And I didn't have to do that workaround in order to accomplish this. It normally works in this folder, just without any changes whatsoever. It just runs. So, I should also mention that you can actually get this game to run in a higher resolution if you exit out to your desktop during it and you change your display settings back to your optimal resolution. The engine is actually perfectly capable of running at any resolution. It just prefers the lower resolution for some reason. So anyway, that was solved, and the reason it was actually happening is because in addition to changing the screen resolution, it was also changing the color depth to 16-bit. And on Windows 8 and above, you can't actually change the color depth lower than 32-bit. And if you attempt to, what Windows will do is it'll attempt to trick that application into thinking it is running in 16-bit color mode when in reality behind the scenes is running in 32-bit color mode. And that magic trick is apparently not enough to convince 3D Groove it actually is running in 16-bit color mode, as is made apparent by the error message illegal 16-bit color mask. So, yeah, this issue has been fixed, and if you go to my Mega folder, which I will have a link to in the description for your convenience, you can re-download the games and it will solve that issue. Also solved, there's another error message in earlier versions of the engine which basically means the same thing. It's cannot initialize offscreen before VRAM. That was a side effect of this problem as well, and it is also fixed. Also, DoomDukem98, that's his username, brought to my attention that these games were not working on older hardware. So I found the problem that I had made when modifying these games and solved it so that it'll now work on both newer hardware and Windows XP or Windows 98. Yes, it GrooveDX works all the way back to Windows 98, so you can play it all the way on old hardware. And this fix, actually, for the illegal 16-bit color mask issue, does not affect old hardware. You will still be able to play it all the way down to the minimum requirements. So you will still be able to play it on any anything you used to be able to play it on. So if you still have a Windows XP computer, a legit Windows XP computer you want to play this on, then you're pretty dedicated, but you can. So yeah, I fixed a number of issues. like there was he said that the error message he was getting was about ntdll. So yeah, that was fixed as well. That was a separate issue. I don't know why my old workaround uh, changed this. For some reason, it influenced the game engine to prefer 32-bit, or maybe it was Windows, but it was just a fluky Windows thing because I previously had a solution to this problem, which involved uh, denying read access to otoy.dll and then deleting it. Yeah, it was really weird and just a weird solution that didn't make any sense. This is a proper solution, so I don't even have to worry about that. I don't know why that worked, but it did for a while for some people, and now it works completely in newer OSs. Um, so yeah, I fixed this by making it never change any other display settings because it actually would just loop through all the possible display settings and choose one with the correct resolution, but never check the DM fields value before passing it to just change display settings function. So the intended behavior is to only change the width and the height, which I know from the game Showdown. You change the width and the height, and that's the only thing it changes, but it also changes other stuff which isn't intended. So this is now the intended behavior, which won't cause bugs. Um, that's the thing. Also, it's something interesting. Jules Urbach, I hope I'm saying that right. Jules Urbach actually responded to a tweet by LemurBoy123 here, aka Lenstar Productions, if you follow his channel. Um, and he said that he would be interested in helping to find the 3D Groove GX games. That's no guarantee that he will actually be able to. But I think it's super cool that he'd be willing to do that. I'm just so thankful that he would be interested in helping us out. These games are very memorable after all, and I'm glad that I'm not the only one who remembers them. E-Zone made some excellent games. Penguin Racers is the one I remembered the most, but I also played some of the ones on Nick Jr. Playtime, I remember. And yeah, they're just very memorable, very nostalgic games, and I'm glad that they can, at least some of them have been brought back. Because I thought that maybe I could never play them again, but I'm glad that they are restorable. So that's that for now. And if you go to my Mega folder and follow that link in the description to my Mega folder, you can re-download these games and they will be working correctly. And if you have a 3D Groove GX game that's not in the Mega folder and you want me to fix it, then send it to me and I will fix it the same way as the others. Also, RealPool 2. RealPool 2 did not need this fix. It uses an earlier engine version because it is the first 3D Groove GX game, and it doesn't seem to be affected by this issue. But if you can prove me wrong and prove that it is also affected by this issue, then I will attempt to fix it there as well. That is all I had to say. That was a lot of information. But yeah, go to my Mega folder and re-download the 3D Groove GX games. They're uploaded in the same spot, same names. Just re-download them, and you shouldn't experience any issues. You can play them on your old hardware if you like, and they should work. That's all I had to say, I believe. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.